Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be using the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette. And I bought this palette a couple of months ago from my local TJ Maxx. I've always wanted to try her brand, but never ordered it offline or anything. But when I saw it in there, I grabbed, I think it was about $16, I believe. And this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. These are some pretty mauve and mauve roll on the mauve roll on this side. I don't know what's going on this morning. And then you have the warm tone roll at the top. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the norm, but we're going to go ahead and dive into it and see what we can come up with as usual. So I prime my eyes back to my fave, my Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. And it reminds me of the P. Louise base. So if you want to try a dupe for, in my opinion, definitely try this. It's on her website. She has sales often, but I'm not sure if this is actually included in the sales. But when I bought it, it was on sale. And I have the shade Foundation. Yes, the shade Foundation is what I'm using today. I have other shades, but I love this one for my eyes. So I've already primed them. So we're just going to make sure they are ready to go and blend it well. So let me zoom you guys in a bit. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I think they are ready to go in for my shadows for today. And I'm just using this Beige Cosmetics brush. It's a nice buffy, flat buffing brush. And I've been using it since I got it from my cousin to blend and stuff with. So we're going to go in with, let's see, the Morphe 433 brush. And it's this flat, it's not really flat, but it's a more dense blending brush, like an oval blending brush. So let's do a little bit, try to do a little bit different today. We're going to go with the shade Cookie, I guess that's how it's pronounced. And it's the second shade on the bottom row. And we're going to take that shade and pack it on the outer V. Ooh, that's really nice. And pack going out just a little bit. And I'm not blending just yet. We're just packing and packing it up towards a little bit in the crease area. This is a nice formula. And it's random. And I also, when I was online kind of looking at new releases and stuff like that, I noticed Morphe has, I guess, a palette that Jaclyn Hill collabed with them, I believe. It was one of her prior releases. I see that it's back on there. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up or not, because I have so many colors from Morphe in that in the shade range that's in that palette. So I'm still on the fence about that. I'm not sure if any of you follow Glam Light's promotions when they're releasing stuff. They released I think it's the Happy Hour collection on yesterday, and that's one pretty collection. I have one eyeshadow palette from them, and while I'm running my mouth, I'm just still packing. I have one eyeshadow palette. I think that's the Pie palette that I use, and I've always wanted to try more palettes from her brand. And they had the whole collection for, I think, $189, and you get this martini tumbler, because the whole collection is like martini style, martini themed, and it is super pretty. If you have not heard of Glam Light, or if you want to try them, or did not know they were coming out with a whole new collection, because I had not even heard, I don't think anybody really heard it. I think it was just released. And they sent me a text message because I'm signed up for their alerts when new products come out. So I purchased the whole collection. I've never done that, like never done that. So I'm excited to receive the package whenever it gets. I'm definitely going to share it with you all. But I did find a discount code, and I think it was Chrismo, CHRISMO. I think that's it. If you wanted an additional 15% off the collection, and it actually took the collection down to $160 for I think you get I think around 6 lip glosses, I believe. Maybe a combination of lip glosses and lipsticks. I didn't really look at the details of the whole collection. But it does have 4 beautiful eyeshadow palettes. And then you have a tumbler for your martinis. And I think it has 2 highlighters in it. So I'm excited to receive that. So all I did was continue to place. So now we're going to blend a little bit with the same brush. Just lightly blend. And this formula is like pretty good. So we're lightly blending in circular motions. And I'm blending around this crease area. And I'm not going up too high. Just a little bit above the crease. This is a nice formula. And we're going to blend the other side lightly. And right up into the crease. So again, like I was saying with the Glam Light, I'm so excited to receive that and share with you all what I received. Well, not what I received, what I purchased. Not what I received, what I purchased. And see how the formula works in those palettes. Now, I did say I was going on a no buy, but I'm going to actually say a low buy. Particularly because some stuff I may still purchase that's more under the affordable range. If I can, see, like if I go to TJ Maxx, Walmart, and stuff like that, or if it's something online that I want, but it won't be any huge purchases. Because I am really enjoying digging into my stash now, like I've been doing the last couple of weeks. It's been like so much fun. And I like when other YouTubers, content creators do the same thing, because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that, I want to dive in, see looks that they can come up with. And you all may have eyeshadow palettes or makeup products, face products, anything that you may have in your stash that you want to bring back out and use. Because I think sometimes we get so, and I'm just going to start blending. I think sometimes we get so caught up in all these new releases that we forget about our collection, and the stuff never gets used. So that's why lately I've been using a lot of the stuff I've purchased, because my collection has grown over the course of 8 years, and I'm just blending these edges. And I have more than a person should ever have, but I just love collecting it. But I do want to focus more on diving into what I already have in my collection. So we're just going to continue blending in circular motion. And I'm using the MAC 224 fluffy brush. So we're just blending these edges to make this seamless, so it does not have this harshness. And this shadow formula is like really good. And we're going to do the same thing again to the other eye. I'm having no problems with this formula. And I picked her other one up, her Nudie Patootie one as well, from TJ Maxx. Have not used that one yet, but I'm going to definitely pull that one out too. So we're just going to continue to blend. And I want a little more intensity this morning. That's why I started out with that packing brush from Morphe, because it gave a little more intensity when I first placed it on my lid, rather than trying to just build it up. So next we're going to go in with, there's not many shades in here, but we're going to go in with the shade Bone Diggity, and that's the 3rd shade on the top row. And I think we can use this shade, and we're going to use the same fluffy brush by MAC, and place it right above the crease area, but not right under the brow bone, right above the crease area, and pack it. And I pack most of it in this area going towards the outer V area, but over the crease area, if that makes sense. So we're going to pack a little bit more, and then we'll blend the rest of it going into the inner corner of my eye, because I don't want it to be really deep going into my inner corner, because I like to try to keep my inner corner like on the brighter side. My eyes are already small, but I have a lot of lid space, so I don't want to close them up with a lot of deep shades if I plan on putting a light shimmer in the inner corner going to the middle of my lid. So I'm going to take that same shade, do the same thing for the other side, just tap it right above that crease area. And I may tap it maybe like 3 or 4 times to kind of get it to the packing that I like and want because of the deepness of this mauve plummy purple shade on my outer V. So then we're gonna just pack. Now we're gonna blend. And again, I'm not going all the way up to my brow bone. It's looking good so far though. Okay, so I'll take a little bit more for this eye because I feel like when I do the other eye, I don't know if it's just the way my lighting is set up, but sometimes it looks like I have more shadow on this eye a lot than this eye. So I try to make sure they are, and it may be because I start out on this eye a lot and then it's not as much product on it as the other eye. But I think we're getting there. So, I really like the way the formula of these shadows are. I really do. That's nice. So now I'm going to take trying to find another like fluffy brush. Let's take the Sigma. I think this may be a perfect brush for that. This is not a Sigma brush. What am I saying? Glam Light. It just looked like my Sigma brush. This Glam Light, the candy cane brush. And we're going to take the lightest shade in the palette. And that's the very first shade on the top row. And we're going to place that right under our brow bone above. And I'm lightly tapping above that brown shade we just placed over our crease shade. And then we're going to tap it first and place it, and doing the same thing for the other eye. And make sure it's like setting the concealer. So now I'm going to lightly blend and fluff in circular motions, but not too heavy because the concealer is still on the kind of creamy side and I don't want to flick it up into my eyebrows because I will make a mess. Okay, so, and I'm going to take a little bit more just to kind of make sure it's the way I like it. Make sure this is set right under this area. And it gives it that highlight as well if you like to highlight under your brow bone. If you don't, feel free to use a deeper shade of your preference. And it should still be the same. I just want a little light. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with my MAC 224 brush and just make sure it's blended really good where I place the lighter matte shade going up into my brow bone area. So now I'm going to go back in with the Morphe 433 brush, and then I didn't put any more back on my brush yet, but we're just going to pack what's left on here. I may have to go back in, but I'm trying not to. And just make sure the color is still on that outer V leading up into that crease area. So now I'm going to lightly blend again. I'm just doing the same thing on both eyes, just making sure the shadow is like blended really, really good. Okay, so now my favorite part, my BH base booster. I pulled this baby back out this morning. So we're going to go ahead and apply a little of this on our inner corner to the middle of our lids, where we're going to pack these shimmers. I think I'm going to do a halo eye this weekend. I want to do a full face Juvia's Place. I want to try to do that this weekend while I'm home doing nothing. I think that should be fun, because I believe I have enough products to do the Juvia's Place full face. I think, but we'll see. I think I do. So I think I want to take the shade. You know what? Let's see. I don't know. Let's go in with Quirky. It's the first shimmer, plummy purple shade in the palette. So I'm going to take, I want to keep it a little more precise this morning. So I'm going to take this. Now this is a Sigma brush. I'm going to take this Sigma E55 eye shading brush, and it's just a flat brush, and I'm going to take that shade on the brush and pack it on my lid, just placing it first. That's a beautiful shade. And I'm going to take it all the way over to my inner corner. And it packed really good for me not to use my finger. Because sometimes when you're working with shadows like this, they may give you like a little more, you have to work more to place the shimmer on your lid. But this is actually performing and placing pretty good with the brush. Now the base booster was going to help it stick anyways, but normally when you use some shadows with certain brushes, it doesn't pick up the shimmer shadows like you want it to and place it. But this is pretty good. Go back in on this eye, and we just placing it like a little above the crease, because you know I like my shimmers to go above my actual crease area. And I'm just making sure it's placed on my entire lid. This is like so pretty. Let's do the same thing for the other eye. Just pack a little bit more. That is pretty. Okay, up towards the crease. And the same thing for this eye. I'm really liking this. So now I want to find my little small, okay, I found this one. I think this one will do. This is the Profusions ES6 brush, and it's a little small pencil brush. Actually, that's not what I wanted. This is not what I was looking for. I was looking for my little small fluffy, like little small fluffy blending brush. I guess it's not in my reach. So let's take this one then. We're not going to use this one just yet. We'll use the Sigma E41, and it's just a fiber tipped brush. Just and like I said, I like this type of brush when I'm making sure my shadows are blended in my crease, especially these shimmer shadows, because it gives it that seamless effect where it doesn't look like your it does. You can't just tell your shimmer is just sitting on your eyelid. It actually blends it in really well with the other shades. So I do like these kinds of brushes. And it doesn't have to be a Sigma brush. It's one in this pink collection that I have that I used the other day, and I really do like it. I was trying to find it to show you. Here it is. So if you want a more affordable one, this comes in that set. And I think this set is on sale on BH Cosmetics website as well. So we're just going to continue to blend this out. Okay, so I think that should do it. Let me see. I think I need to put a little bit more of this shimmer on this eye area towards the inner crease, because I feel like it's not enough on this side. Black a little bit more. And I was just blending in circular motions. So let's do the same thing for this eye. And just blend. Yeah, that looks a lot better on both eyes. You can actually see the shade. So now we're going to go back in with our MAC brush, 224 brush, and just blend one more time with these edges. And I did not add any more shadow to this brush. Okay, so I think that looks good. I like this. This is a really pretty purple, and it's deeper than what I thought. So this is the final look of the eyeshadows. I like it. I know it's going to come together when I get done. So we're going to go ahead, jump off for a little bit to finish the rest of our face. And I will be back, I will be back to show you guys the final look. I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the final look. Like I said, this palette performs beautifully. I did not have any issues with the shades, applying them. And again, this is the color scheme. And if you can get your hands on it, maybe at your local TJ Maxx. I think it's kind of on the more expensive side if it's still on her website. But this is a good palette. The shades I used this morning performed pretty good. The fallout was like little to none. So I'm loving how this look came together. So to finish this look, I did not apply any lashes today. I did not feel like being bothered with them. Just to give my eyes a break today. So I only use my Urban Decay Perversion mascara in addition to my Essence mascara as well. So this is the Perversion, what it looks like, and the Essence Lash Princess one. And I kind of coated them 2 or 3 times so my lashes will look a little bit deeper. I did my wing liner with a thinner brush this morning because I did not want the wing liner to be extra thick since I was not putting on any lashes. And I used my Inglot liner. For my highlighter, I really got to pull out some more highlighters. I love this Wet n Wild Hummingbird Hype. I should know it by now. Highlighter to highlight my cheekbones, my inner corner eye, and a little bit below my brow bone. I did not do any more eyeshadows on my face, on my eyes, not my face, my eyes. The other thing I did to finish this look, I'm trying to remember because I'm like all unorganized this morning. And I am sorry. So for my bronzer and blushes this morning, I continued with both of the Juvia's Place, the Tan and Volume 2 of the Rouge collection. I love this bronzer. I really do love that bronzer. For my lips, I did my Norm, my Nightingale by MAC, and all I did was topped it with this Glimmer lip gloss. That is pretty much all I did to finish this look while off camera. I hope you guys like the way it turned out. I love the way the look turned out. I think mauve colors are really pretty on my eyes and complements my skin tone. I really do like it. To set my face, I used my Beauty Bakery because I kind of had stuck it over in my stash and forgot to pull it back out. And I set with this Anastasia Dewy set. I like this. It smells like coconut, but I do like it. That is what I use to complete my look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys like how my look turned out. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And become a part of my family here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.